have to do so that the customer can give will recommend you to other people? What can you do? What are the things that you can do that will help your business to be able to keep this particular customer for long? Okay, so I'm sure you are good with my definition. I'm saying that the assistance and advice provided by a company to those people who buy or use its products or services. So these people are your customers, and it is a service you are giving to them. So maybe you are into sales. You may be an insurance broker, so you just sell insurance. But after you sold that insurance package to the person, what do you do after that? So that if you have a new package, you'll be able to go back to the person to maybe sell another product, upsell something else to the person. So that is what we have to look at. So what are some of the strategies that we can look in serving these customers? Before we move to the significance, I want us to look at some of the things that we can do to improve our customer service delivery. Number one is to enhance our ambassadorial duties. Once you say you are a business owner, once you've hired somebody to be your customer service agent, you've hired somebody to be your receptionist, you've hired somebody to be your salesperson, you yourself, if you are the one doing all these things, then you are the ambassador, you are the face of the business. And so it is important that you enhance your ambassadorial duties. When I'm talking about ambassadorial duties, that's what I've just explained. And how do you enhance them? You need to empower. Empowering means you need to entrain. And so for those of you that have joined this, thanks to I Am Possible organizers, and I believe that you are going to, this is all part of enhancing your ambassadorial duties. You are going to learn something different, okay? And so you are going to empower your people. You are going to engage them. You need to, why am I saying engage? Engage your staff, engage your workers, because when you engage them, if you are able to make their concerns matter to you, they are going to make the concerns of your customers also matter to them. A satisfied employee is the best you can have. A committed employee is the best you can have. And that is why I put it at number one. It is important that you make the concerns or the feelings, the experiences, whatever of your employees, of your agents matter to you. It should be your number one. They are your internal customers, and you need to make sure that they are satisfied so they can replicate that satisfaction to your customers, your external customers. Number two is to gather customer information. To be able to understand the type of customers you are serving, to be able to understand what they need, what their wants are, it is important that you gather information. So when the person comes to buy from you, one, you take details. The person buys from you, two, then you take notice of the things they buy most from you. You take notice, if you have to do delivery, you need to take notice of where there is being delivered. And so you can ask questions, please, is that your house? Or is that's your office? So upon the second delivery, you're not now going to ask about, Madam, please, where are we delivering to? Again. So you can ask, you have that information. The next time you are taking that order, you say that, okay, please, are we delivering to number 38A Greda Estate? That's supposed to be your house. If the person says yes, bingo, and the person will even be wowed that yes, you actually even took notice. If the person says no and takes this, you can say, okay, thank you. You see, you need to understand your customers. You need to know who they are. If you don't gather information, you will not know. And that is why nowadays, if you go to some of the outlets, they will take your email, they will take your number, and they'll say that, okay, we want to inform you that we want to inform you when we get new arrivals. They're all taking information. Take date of birth. You don't have to buy them a cake. You don't have to buy them any big thing. All that you have to do is note their date of birth. Send them a note of happy birthday. And it will surprise you what that can do. Now, after you're taking all these information, you need to segment your customers. There's the 80-20 rule. Now, this 80-20 rule, it is said that you will have about, so that 20% of customers who will give you the 80% of your revenue. So you need to know that few people who really spend much. How are you going to segment? You are going to segment based on, depend on you, but you are going to segment based on spend, based on tenure. When I talk about tenure, the number of, the period they've been with you. If that is how you want to segment your people, that is fine. You are going to you could segment also based on maybe age. Okay, depending on what you do. Again, you always have to look at what you have, the kind of business you are doing, and then do your segmentation. So you can segment based on age, based on spend, based on tenure, based on yes, maybe these three will do. So you look at it, you take a data, you put them in an Excel in Access, and then you profile these people, and then you segment them. Now, number 4 is to create loyalty and retention package. Who doesn't like freebies? I love freebies. Tell me I should shop with you, and then maybe on my third purchase, you are going to give me about 5% discount. Even if it's 1%, for the fact that I'm getting a freebie, if it's even going to be one CD, 2 CDs I'm going to get off, I will come back to you. And that is how you retain customers. That is how you build loyalty with your customers. And so from number 1, you are going to enhance your ambassadorial duties. You are going to empower your staff. You are going to gather information. You segment your customers. You create these loyalty and retention packages. And your business needs to be customer-centric. Being customer-centric means that from the top management to the bottom, when I say to the bottom, your security, your janitors, your delivery, your dispatch riders, all of them are part of your business, because if you package your things well in whatever you're going to package it in, and the dispatch rider disrespects your customer, the dispatch rider maybe spoils along the way, the package you've done gets spoils along the way, and the person gets to your customer and then is not apologetic about it. That may be the end. There are some customers, if they are like me, they won't talk. And that will be the end. You can call and apologize. We will say, okay, yes. And then that will be at the end. So you need to be customer centric. Everybody in your business, at every point in time, must be customer service oriented. When you hire people, train them in customer service. It doesn't matter who they are. Otherwise, what will happen is that if this person, because one person's job ends where somebody's job is starting. So if our work is interrelated and somebody is delaying, it's going to affect my job. And maybe I am the last person to face the customer, and the customer is going to lambast me. So we are going to have agreements on our time, on our delivery times, and then we are going to stick to it. If there is going to be a delay from your end, I am your customer, I am your internal customer. Make sure that you are telling me so that I know what to tell the customer, so the customer doesn't come agitated, frustrated, and come complaining. Okay, if anybody has a question at this point, I can pause and then we take their questions. Otherwise, I'll move on. Okay, so I think I have something in the chat box. Okay. All right. So all of the above approaches will contribute towards the customer feeling valued. Once you know the customer, you know that, okay, this person is spending much, and so you are concentrating much on them. You are giving them the attention. You are checking up on them. You are doing, the person feels valued, okay? And it incorporates into the customer lifetime value with your business. Now, for example, so let's say for a fast food chain, so those that buy burgers, if you love burger, if you love those chips and cokes, those fast foods, fried rice, something, anything you like, assorted fried rice, you like shrimp fried rice, and then maybe depend on your type of work, or maybe you're a bachelor, so you patronize this particular fried rice joint. And at every point in time, so maybe you are the business owner of this fast food joint. Take it that you have this customer who comes to you 3 times in a week, and on maybe they like the particular, that assorted fried rice they like, or that shrimp fried rice they like is 35 cedis. So if this person is coming to you 3 times a week, which means that the person will be visiting you 48 weeks, and we are looking at maybe 20 years. Okay, so maybe the person is going to visit you 48 weeks in a year, in 20 years, multiply that and see how much money this particular one person is contributing to your business. Again, I have another example. So if you own a fashion shop, maybe you sew clothes or you sell clothes or you sell shoes, whatever it is that you sell. And maybe you have this particular customer, you have me, because most times I have a speaking engagement, and if not Corona, we are. It's going to be a live session, so I will need a new cloth, a new dress, and it's going to cost me $250. So if every month I have a speaking engagement or have somewhere to go, and I come to you and I have to spend an average of 250 cedis. Now that 250 cedis, multiply it by 12 months and multiply it by 10 years. The amount you are going to have, it can even buy a car. So you see, when the customer, if your customer service game is not top notch and this person leaves your business, what it means is that now they are not just living with 35 cedis, they are not just living with 250 cedis, they are living with a whole amount of about 300,000 per my calculation, and somebody is living about 100,000. You see, so it's not just a matter of that one time pay. Don't look at it that way. Look at the time value, the lifetime value of your customers, and then you will appreciate. Don't look at that one day item they are just buying. Calculate it. If I make sure that this person is retained, it sticks to my business. This period, if they are going to be with me for this period, this is the amount of money I'm going to get from this particular person. So why don't I treat this person well? Why don't I give certain things that will cause a person to be with me? And this person is going to give you word of mouth advertisement for free. He's going to ensure that people are going to come to you. The person is going to recommend you. People are coming to, will be patronizing your business, your services or your products without even, maybe some may not even mention their names. Okay, but they will patronize you. And that is the power of excellent customer service. That is the power of giving extraordinary experiences to our customers. So now, what are the significance of customer service to businesses? And that is where today our focus is on. So it will first of all increase customer loyalty. If I have here Vida. If Vida is Mr. K's customer, okay, and Mr. K sells clothes. Anytime Vida wants a shoe, anytime Vida wants a new dress, she goes to Mr. K. Now Mr. K noticed that okay, Vida has become a constant customer. Why don't I, when she comes, okay, if I can even give her a discount for, if she buys 2 dresses, I can discount maybe one for her, maybe give her 25 cedi. Or I can even tell her that, okay, now that we don't have to come here, I send her the picture, she chooses, and I say that, okay, delivery is 20 cedis, I'll pay delivery for you. You think Vida will not be wild? Vida will be wild. You see, because now we all understand that we have to pay delivery charges. But then again, we delay in making certain purchases because of this delivery services. Because if I'm buying, maybe I'm buying just a fascinator and it's just about 50 cedis or something, and the delivery is going to cost me 25, 30 cedis, why would I buy? I would ignore and just go wherever I want to go like that. You understand? So if you are going to put in just a little effort, if you take Vida's number and you check on her once a while, beginning of the month, you send her some encouraging messages, okay? It shouldn't be continuous. It might be boring. So maybe just once a while, you send her, hi, how are you? I hope all is well. Not only when you have new arrivals. It will be selfish on your part as a business owner. So in between, just check on Vida. In between, you know her birthday, send her a birthday message, something. Let her feel valued. Okay. Now, when you have built that customer loyalty, when you have built that loyalty with Vida, you are assured that you retain her. That customer retention is 100% assured because she's not going to go anywhere. She might have other vendors. Okay, not to say that she won't have other vendors. She will have other vendors, but she will stick with you. Before she finally makes a decision, she say that, okay, let me check with Mr. K. Maybe Mr. K has something else, and she will come back to you. So it encourages and increases your customer retention, and customer retention is what causes your increase in profitability. Because if today you have this customer and tomorrow that customer is not there, you can't be assured of consistent sale. You cannot. You cannot be assured of consistent sale. You cannot be assured that, okay, if every month you have this, like, let's use the fast food example. So you have this customer that comes to you 3 times in the week. Okay, 35 cedis times 3 is 105, right? If my math is correct, 105. At least you know that for Vida will come to you and you have 105. See this week. If nobody comes, Vida will come, and she's going to come 3 times this week. Okay, so whatever you have done to build that loyalty, whatever you have done to build that retain her as your customer, it is going to increase your sales. Once she's coming to you consistently, you are assured of your sales, you are assured of your profits, because you can count on her. You can use her to make your plans. And you know that other people will also join. She will definitely recommend your food. She will definitely recommend your services. She will definitely recommend your product to other people. Once she's telling people, recommending you, it causes you to attract and acquire new customers. Remember, it takes about 10 customers. You may have sampled a lot of customers, but to be able to get out of 10 customers, you will get only 1. If you are going out of your own way to get a customer, see the number of Instagram posts you will do, see the number of Facebook posts you will do, the number of reels you have to do, the number of stories you have to do, the number of WhatsApp status you have to do, the number of videos, like unnecessary, even all in order to be able to build connection. You see, but if Vida is going to recommend you to her friend at her office, and she also comes and buys something that's nice, then you know that somebody is also going to come. So that energy, the energy that you are going to use to attract new customers, will be reduced. It's not that you won't go searching for some, but that energy will be reduced. Out of that energy, you are going to concentrate on doing other things. And so customer service should not be downplayed. It should not be downplayed. My thing is going faster. Sorry. It should not be downplayed. It just should not be downplayed. If you have people in your business that are not service oriented, start training them now so that they begin to get service oriented. It's not everybody who is service oriented. Some of us, we had to learn, okay? And with time, we've become better. You may be quick-tempered, but when you are doing business, your temperament, you need to check it. There are some skills that you need to have. You need to be patient. You need to have a listening ear. You need to be empathetic. You need to have even the way you talk, you have to be well-mannered, you see, to be able to attract and retain these people so that you'll be able to increase your profits. And these are the significances, okay? So simply prioritizing good customer service in an organization increases revenue. And it's by research, 84% of organizations working to improve customer service report an increase in revenue. And that is the little explanation that I gave you. Consistency. If you are consistent with your service, and then you are being innovative with your products and the service that you are delivering, you can be assured that yes, your people are going to patronize your service. You are going to get your profits. You are going to attract new services, customers, sorry. So I'll pause here and then I'll take questions. Mr. Adamaku, please. I'm done. If there are questions, I'm hoping that we'll have questions so that we are able to tackle any other point they would want me to check, please.
Sure. So let me see on Facebook, the questions on Facebook. Hello, Mrs. Please, can you hear me?
Yes, please, I can.
Okay. If someone is asking about online customer service, where people post things.
Okay, what's the question? Online customer service. What does the person want to know about online customer service?
Where people post things without adding the price.
Oh, those people don't mind them. I don't understand, honestly. I've actually even done a live on that. Is it a short video or something on that?
Okay.
You see, I don't know. I don't know why people can't put up their prices. It's not the best. We are choked, we are saturated with variety on social media. It's not everybody who would have time to come and DM you your price. And there are some people that for lack of a better word, there are some people that it gets them, I don't even know the word to use. Okay, let me say simply put, they don't like that. And so immediately they see people asking how much. And you see, this how much is not only one person asking, how much, DM, how much, DM, how much, DM. So if 10 people are going to ask you how much, what is it? Is it that you're negotiating the prices in your inbox, or the price is dependent on the person who is asking the how much? Why can't you simply put your prices there? If I'm just scrolling and I see it and I see this item and I want to buy it, you say I have to, and the price is not there, I just scroll and go. You don't want to sell. You don't want to sell. For me, if you're a serious business person, please put your prices there. If your product or your service is such that you can't put a particular, yes, I know that there are some service like photography or something. And even for that, if you put the picture there, you are not going to say this. But if you are putting a shoe there and you can't put the price, I mean, I don't understand. If it's an event service, we know that yes, it's dependent on the number of guests, it's dependent on the venue, it's dependent on your taste, it's dependent on a lot of things. That we understand, okay? But you don't put a shoe there, you don't put a hair piece there, you don't put a dress there, you don't put certain things there, products there, and tell me DM. We won't DM. Please put the price. Thank you.
Okay. There's a question in the box. Okay, this from Vida Osebia. How do you handle a very difficult customer?
How difficult is the customer? Okay, all right. I'm asking how difficult. It's a genuine question. I'm asking how difficult is the customer? Are we rather not being the difficult ones? We don't want to understand the customers. Okay, you need to understand the customer. Is the person on Zoom?
Yeah, she's on Zoom.
Okay, so if the person can talk to me so that I will understand and then I'll be able to answer from that angle. You can just unmute. If you may not want to put on your video, you can just unmute and talk to me.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
My question is how you handle, let's say, a serious or an angry customer who has come. For example, you are in a banking hall, you work in a banking sector, and a customer has entered very angry. No matter the approach you, the customer service personnel, is bringing towards him or her, the customer is so angry and furious. That is why I'm asking, how do you handle this type of customers? Because you know that you are trying your best to be in the shoes of that particular customer, but he's so difficult that maybe you can't handle that customer.
Okay, I get you. So the customer is not difficult. He's an angry customer. An angry customer needs to be allowed to vent. Don't try to stop them. Allow them to vent. They came in upset about something. Okay, I'm using the ATM. You don't know at that particular point in time the need, the urgency at which I need that service to work. The internet banking is not working. The ATM is not working. I need money there and there. Like, I don't know how to put it, but I need the service to work. Why is it not working? I'm upset. Allow me to be upset. Don't think I have every right to be upset. Okay? Allow the customer to vent. When the person has said all that they have said, you can now let the person talk, or just allow the person to talk. But when you realize that now it's becoming a repeating talk, just in your calm nature, just tell the person, maybe you might not know the person's name, so you can say, hello, say, please, I'm sorry, I understand you, but is it possible we fix this now? Can you let us try and fix this? Don't go explaining why the ATM is not working. Don't go explaining why the internet said it will upset him the more. What he needs there and then is resolution. But we miss it. We miss it. We miss it. And then we want to explain why this is not working. Oh, the ATM, it was just this morning. It was that. No. Just this morning is when I also need my money. What are you talking about? My money is with you. You see? So don't explain. Try after you see, I always say that there's power in mentioning people's name. So you can even say that, okay, hello, say, I'm so sorry about this. I'm really, really sorry. I can understand your situation. May I know your name so I can address you by that? Get to know the person, relate. Okay, relate. And then tell the person, okay, Mr. Adamako, please, possible I try to find, if you can have a seat here for me while I try to find a solution for to this situation. You see, find solution. Don't go explaining. It won't help the situation. You are just going to put what? Help me here. Put what in fire? Please put the broth there. From frying pan to fire. You are just going to fuel the situation. He will get upset again. You are going to remind him that he can't have his money. But try to let him know that he will have his money. It may delay, yes, but just let him know that you are trying to find it. You'll find solution. And then if you can kindly be a bit patient so that you try and find that solution. Vida, please.
Boadi, please, are you okay with the answer?
Yes, please. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Most welcome.
Okay, Mrs. Please, this is from Facebook. Hello, Elizabeth Owusu Boadi. Thanks so much for the impact. Please, how do you deal with a customer who have been offended and have decided to keep mute about it?
Like me. I fall in that category. I fall in that category. Okay, so for a customer who is offended and has decided to keep mute, okay, how you will know is that the person doesn't come to you again. So if you have a customer who has been long, it's been since the Nigerians would say since the person came to you to buy or come for service, know that there's something amiss. And you see, sometimes we ignore. But like I said, if you know the lifetime value of your customer, then it means that you understand that this 35 cedis, this 250 cedis is so valuable to your business. And so if the person is not coming to you again, okay, you can go back to the person. You should go to the person, call the person and say, hello, it's been a long time. Is everything okay? Is there anything we did bad? Can we, if the person will talk, but you see, sometimes the person will not tell you because me, I won't tell you. I won't tell, that's the truth. I will not tell you. But what can you do? So you can say that, oh, is there anything we did with our last service, or did you find any problem with our product? How can we, would you want to have anything? Can we bring something for you to check? Put in an offer. Put in an offer. If the person tells you, then bingo. That is your game changer. If the person tells you, that is your game changer. So then you are going to tell the person, this is not going to happen again. You are going to ensure that this does not happen again. And please, as you are making that promise, ensure that it is not going to happen again. Because some people do not give second chances. I do not give second chances to certain things. So if the person is like me, I am telling you, so you know that I know that situation. Wow. If the person is not going to, if the person is going to give you a second chance, you should value that second chance. But I would say that if somebody is upset and the person is not patronizing you again, make that call. Make that call to the person, send the person a message. Initially, you can check up on the person. Then you can follow, not the same day, not the same, I mean, maybe 2 days after, 3 days after, you can call the person to say that, okay, I think it's been a while you patronize any of our service or any of our products. The last time you patronized, maybe you bought something. If, I don't know, if it's, let's say, for those who do these grocery shopping, these market shoppers nowadays. So maybe the last time the person made an order with you is about 3 months ago. You can find out, your last order was about 3 months ago. Do you still have stock? Would you want to make an order? If the person says no, but please, I'd like to find out, can you give us a review of maybe your last experience with us? Can you give us a review? So if the person is willing and gives you the review, you can find out from that place, from that point. And that is why I always say that after every encounter, try to get a review. Try to get a review. And you see, reviews are better when the experience is fresh. Otherwise, what is going to happen is that if you're going to get a review later, the person might have forgotten the experience, but the pain might be there. And they're going to give you only that pain. But hey, they are not any pain. It might not have been just the pain. Maybe there was something you did, but it was just one thing you went wrong on. And the person might take you on that one. So always try as much as possible to get reviews immediately so you know what went amiss, so that you yourself, you can correct yourself and ensure that you do not repeat this. And please find out if the person is answered, if the person is fine. Otherwise, we can try and tackle it again. Or if somebody can help me too, if the person is not satisfied.
Okay. Let me see if there's any question from Facebook. This one says, I'm a massage therapist. I'm a massage therapist. A client comes for a massage, client for treatment, and after treatment session, he or she feels some much pain, and you trying to explain how the body system responds to the type of massage they had. How do you explain it if they are difficult to understand? They find it difficult to understand.
Okay, I don't know at what point the person joined us, but I'm saying that we don't have customers who don't understand. We don't have listen, we don't. So maybe for services of such, okay, what you may want to do going forward is to prep your customers. Let them understand what is going to happen. Let them understand what might happen afterwards, so that when it happens, then they are already privy to, or they know what to expect. Because if the person comes and says, okay, I want a thigh massage, the person really might not have ever done this thigh massage. Okay, and so does not know. The person might have read on Google. The person might have heard somebody say, I think this is your back. If you go and do thigh massage, if you go to the Cairo, they might do this and it'll be good. So go and ask to do this. It's not out of any experience. So when they come to you and they say that, okay, this, as part of your consultation, you may want to go the extra mile and tell the person and give expectations, experiences, how they will be feeling afterwards. These are some of the signs. So like you buy your a drug, and then if you are to read, it will give you how do you call it? It's not symptoms, side effects. So you have to, I think you should let them know the side effects before. But once this person has gone through this and the person is not understanding, you can only be quiet for the person to vent, like I said. Let the person vent. And then you can take the opportunity. It's an opportunity for you now to educate the person. We will not understand immediately. But as you go on to say that, okay, hello, sir, please, I'm sorry, maybe I didn't take you through this, but these are some of the signs, these are some of the side effects that you are going to have. Maybe not the word side effects, but these are some of the expectations you have, or these are some of the things that we are supposed to see, so that we know how to go about it. Where are you having the pain? What is it? What is this? What is this? Diagnose again. And let the person know that, yes, you are empathetic about the whole situation. Diagnose again. And if it's possible to give a free consultation on that, please do. It won't cost you anything. Just give it as a bonus, just to win the person.
Okay. All right. Sure. Okay. Is any other question?
Please, how do we connect with Elizabeth?
Boss, please, someone is asking how do we connect with Elizabeth? So yeah.
Okay, so I think Mr. Dumako can share the details, but I'm on social media as Elizabeth Owusu Boadi, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, I'm everywhere. But if you want my number, Mr. Dumako can easily give it to you. You can connect with me, Elizabeth Owusu Boadi. You can DM me, you can PM me, whichever, DM, any of them, DM and PM, all.
Okay. All right. Thanks. Okay. Is any other question?
Do we have more questions or are we good?
We are good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, my
our
boss.
Facebook customers okay?
I'm sure they are. I'm sure there are no questions yet. So.
All right, please.
Sure, yeah. Thank you so much, my boss, for your time. And thanks to everyone for joining us for the second episode of I Am Possible, for the first episode of season 2 of I Am Possible series. Thank you. I think there is I can see someone's hand. I think the person is new. Okay. So thank you all for joining us. And I will share my number. So in case anyone wants any clarity on I Am Possible mindset, how to get in touch with Elizabeth Owusu Boadi or any other thing, you can send me a hi on WhatsApp and we can take it from there. Thank you all. And have a good night. So you can have my number there. Thank you, sir.